Oh, it's guys, Codar here. I am here with a GECK tutorial. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that this is a remake. We are going with a different name and rebrand. This is called GECK tutorial number 1, the basics. So going over the basics, the first thing that I wanted to go over with everybody is with the GECK, if you have anything of a new computer past Windows 8, the first thing you want to do is go into your compatibility, run this program in compatibility mode for Windows 7, and run it as an administrator, and then you're going to click apply, and then you're going to click OK. That's the first thing of the basics right out of the way. If you do that, your GECK is going to be a much more stable build, and you're going to have next to no issues with it. So the next step for the GECK basics is you're going to want to come and install this boy right here. It's called the GECK extender. So with this guy, you are going to need the New Vegas script extender, which you can just go ahead and click right here, and that'll also just take you right to NVSE right there. They also have their website. You can download it from them. But on here, you're going to want to click on Files. And the first thing that you want to do before this is you want to make sure that your GECK is actually properly installed. So if you open your Steam Apps Common Fallout New Vegas, you'll see the GECK.exe right here. And then you're going to come back over here. You're going to manually download this guy right here. I've already done it, so there's no need for me to do it again. Then you're going to download this GECK extender. I recommend either manual download or just do it with a mod manager if you aren't comfortable doing it that way. And then the GECK extender config, you're also going to need that guy. And same thing, you just manual download, or you could just do a mod manager download and have it take care of everything for you. This GECK right here, when you do have the file, you're just going to drag it into here from your downloads folder, and it'll ask if you want to replace it. You're just going to click the check mark, hit yes, and that's going to replace the GECK. Of course, the GECK, if you haven't installed it, just get it from Steam. It's on there in the Steam tools. You can also get it from the GECK website. You can just Google that. All right, so for the GECK extender and then the config as well, if you guys did decide to download it manually, in your New Vegas folder, you're going to go ahead and open up data right here. You're going to find NVSE folder. You're going to open this guy up, go into your plugins folder, and then you're going to go ahead and just drop the GECK extender and the config in here, and that'll just take care of everything for you. Anyways, with that out of the way, go ahead and get those steps done. Come on back. We'll take a look at the GECK itself. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click this guy right here. It's your little open thing. You can also click file open if you want to do it that way. I'm just going to load up falloutnewvegas.esm. If you're working on a mod or anything like that, then just make sure that you also tick on that. We'll go over that later when we're actually doing that. You're just going to click OK. Everything's going to load. I'll be right back when it does. All right, perfect. So we're just going to go over the 3 windows real quick, super basic stuff. The first one is going to be the cell view. This guy right here is going to be all interiors in the game and all exterior world spaces. So if you're looking for interiors, it's obviously here. If you're looking for anything in the wasteland, any out like exterior stuff at all, it's Wasteland New Vegas. So you'll find Good Springs and Prim and things like that of that nature. And of course, each one has its own thing. So free side, all those kinds of things. So just for the sake of showing you guys something, I'm just going to go ahead and look up Freeside Atomic Wrangler. Bam. I'm just going to open that guy up. I did that by just hitting enter. You can also double click it. That works just the same. This one right here is your render window. So once you first load up most interiors or even exteriors, it's going to look like this. Just scroll out, zoom out. There you go. This is the Atomic Wrangler. We all know the Atomic Wrangler. It's a pretty famous spot in the game. So I'm just going to go ahead and move around here. To do that, you can do one of 2 things. You can click on here and you can hold spacebar and you'll zippity doo-dah around, or you can also just hold your scroll wheel and that'll also help you move around as well. If you need to rotate your view, go ahead and hold shift and move your mouse and that'll get you where you need to be. All these different little things you see right here showing you the slot machines and how people are sitting, those are all called markers. If you want to turn those off, you just simply tap the M key, M for marker, and it just disappears. If it looks a little dreary and dark in here, you just hit A, you get everything just bam, lights up. Now I will say if you're working with interiors and you're building your own and you're trying to go for a good aesthetic, maybe don't use that feature when you're trying to work on the lights, but to actually put everything in place is a good feature to actually have so you can see what the heck you're doing. Our next thing is going to be this object window over here. And this is basically every single item in the entire game. So if you want to click the all button, you could probably crash your GECK. What I usually recommend is these little drop down menus here, just categorize it by what you need. So you know, if you want to put an NPC in there, then you can just grab this guy right here, bam, just click and drag, and he'll just pop right in. Kind of move him a little bit more, and then he's floating way up in the air, so you're just going to tap that F key, and it's going to zip him right to the floor. So F for floor, just slam him right down. You can actually just click on him and just drag him around as needed, and then right click and drag that around. That's going to rotate him. And then if you need to move anybody up or down for any reason whatsoever, or objects in general, like maybe you're moving a light or something, if you want to hold that Z key and just move them around, it's actually going to move them on the Z axis. So that's just the vertical actual up and down axis. And then one of the good ones just to go over, because we'll probably end up using this a good amount throughout the series, you want to click this T box up here, and that's actually going to be a trigger box. So if I just click and draw, and then I just move the mouse, it's also going to go with the vertical axes. You just click that right there, and then that's going to create an activator script, so that way you can actually use things such as like on trigger enter begin the quest. We'll go over all these scripts and stuff later down the road. I just want you guys to know how to create an actual trigger box. That way later on, if I say, hey, create a trigger box, you know what the heck I'm talking about. I'm just gonna go ahead and cancel that. I don't need that right now. And then lastly is just anytime you're working on any mod ever, just your best friend is Control S or the save guy right here. He's just your absolute best friend. You want to save every time you do literally anything. And yeah, I'm just going to delete him out. You can do that with the delete key, obviously, on your keyboard. If you don't have the delete key, I believe Control X also works. Control Z if you want to undo things. That's pretty much just the basics of the GECK. Further down the line, obviously, I'm going to expand on a bunch of different things. If you guys have any specific tutorials that you need for a mod or anything that you guys are working on, just post it down in the comments below, and I will try and help you out as best I can in the comment section. And if I feel like it's something that is a video worthy answer, I'll just make a whole video, and I will of course link your comment to it, and I'll just post it up there and, you know, slap a screenshot on the screen so that way everybody knows where it came from. So if you guys want to see something specific in this new series, in this revitalized GECK tutorial series, just let me know. I know a lot about the GECK, and if I don't know it, I'm willing to learn it so I can show you guys. Go ahead and leave a like down below. It does help with the algorithm and everything. Helps me, help you guys. So everybody wins, everybody gets help. Subscribe if you haven't already, so that way we can keep on this series together. And I'll see you guys in the next one.